Can you believe it? It is already week 15 of my winter. Here we go with another SLOG.
Live from northern Japan, this is SLOG with Neil Hartmann.
Well, hello everyone. What a strikingly beautiful day. It is unbelievable. We're about to shoot this right here with the shadows and the light. I'm at Kiroro Resort backcountry today. It was minus 11 degrees Celsius this morning. Clear day. Guide and rider today is Tsukahara-san. He said this may be the best day of the season. I feel very lucky. I'm gonna fly the drone. We're shooting for Houdini, the wear brand right now. So I'll show you just a couple clips from my iPhone today. Been super busy this week. Don't have too much time to edit up a really solid episode, but it'll be a little mixed bag, okay? So yeah, okay, that's the name of the episode. Mixed bag. Yeah, the mixed bag episode. Week 15. Okay, we just shot our first line. So you can see that. Beautiful with the shadows and the light. Beautiful powder spray. Let's check out my setup here today. I got my Field Earth Splitboard S1. I got my Shumari 50 Plus One Works backpack that is doing wonderful. I love this backpack. I got my drone Mavic Pro 2 Zoom. Working good with my monitor. You got to have this really good monitor. I think this is like the Crystal Sky monitor from DJI. In the bright daylight like this, it's a must-have. My Lecky gloves, my Lecky poles, and over there, working hard for me, my Gitzo Carbon tripod, the Traveler, and my Sony A7 IV with the Cine lens. Wow. And it's Kiroro, the Shakotan Peninsula. Yeah! Woo! Yeah, that was a little behind the scenes look at my shoot with guide and local legend Tsukahara-san. He guides in the Kiroro area and all over Hokkaido for that matter. Fantastic day with him, unbelievable conditions. Look forward to the movie. It's going to be coming out in the fall for the brand Houdini. Okay, up next we got another little section from earlier in the week, Mixed Bag. This is some footage from 2 days with a snowboarding legend in Japan, Masa Takeuchi. He is basically the Craig Kelly of Japan. He was good friends with Craig, from the same generation, one of the original snow surfers, snowboarders, still going strong. Always great to see him. We had a catboarding mission set up. Unfortunately, the cat broke down. So we only ended up getting a half day on the cat, but we did some runs in the morning on the resort. That was super fun. Enjoy this footage from my day with Masa Takeuchi. Another kind of unsung hero of the Japanese snowboard scene is Tak, my buddy. He lives in Niigata now. Also good friends with Masa, and he has been around in the industry for many, many years. He is also one of the people who was key in setting up the Tomamu catboarding experience almost 20 years ago. Came up with the original concept and approached the resort about it and really helped put the whole team together. So this was a fun day, all of us getting back together again and kind of revisiting the roots of the Tomamu catboarding experience. We only had an afternoon. We did about 3.5 runs on the cat. It was still great to be able to get that in. And thanks to the crew who worked hard to repair the cat in time so we could get those runs in. I'm going to take a couple minutes here and share with you some classic footage from the very first snowboard movie I ever made back in 1999. It heavily featured Masa. We went on a trip to Alaska in 1999. That was my first trip to Alaska with him. We did a lot of shooting. I shot with my Super 8 film camera at the time and included it in my very first video called Introduction. So this is footage from that movie I released in the year 2000, 22 years ago. Heavy with the Super 8 footage, as you can tell. On the trip was Uemura Yoshinari and Masa Takeuchi. Let's take a look back at some of this classic footage. So this was my first trip to Alaska in 1999. We went to Valdez in camping cars and we did some heliboarding and some hiking as well. I can't believe I was running around with a Super 8 film camera doing follow shots like this back in those days. It's kind of wild to look back on this footage. So that was Masa. Here's some footage of him back in Japan in Rusutsu. We spent a week there shooting for their poster. and some deep, deep snow. This was those classic days in the early 2000s. Yes, look at that powder snow. Masa Takeuchi back in the year 2000. Me doing follow shots without a GoPro and no Steadicam. Those were the days. I think Masa was riding a supermodel Burton board at the time. Very cool to look back on that footage. Some classic stuff.
Right now, you're watching SLOG only on YouTube, featuring Neil Hartmann and friends. Keep it locked.
Okay, that was a commercial I made for the Japanese eyewear brand called Ivan. That was about 4 or 5 years ago, I think I made that. Now, let's look back on some other footage I produced for the Akita Prefecture. While we are digging through some of my archive footage, I found this one. It's a short film featuring Niseko Grand Hirafu. This actually never was released due to the pandemic and things that went on the last couple of years. So it just sort of sat on my hard drive. I hope you enjoy this. It's a short look at the Niseko area and the resort Niseko Grand Hirafu. Enjoy. enjoyed watching that. Hope you liked that. That was a little short film about Niseko Grand Pilaf. We continue with our mixed bag. This footage is from yesterday. And that was a 360-degree view of the Tokachidake mountain range. I have started a new project, new trip for the next 4 days. You'll probably be seeing more of this next week. Hanging out with some of the classic car Danchi crew members, Yama, Hayato, and Shinya. We were up in the Tokachi mountain range yesterday. Absolutely beautiful conditions, great snow, great sunlight. Enjoy a couple shots here. And that is it for week 15. Mixed bag. Just sort of threw this one together. Some footage from what I've been doing the last week, along with some of my archive old footage. It's good to look back on Masa Takeuchi and his career, as well as some of those other short films. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Next week is probably going to be about this trip I'm on right now with these guys. So look forward to more of this footage. We're having fun in central and northern Hokkaido, the Powder Belt, as it is known. Okay, see y'all next week. Thanks for watching. Well, beautiful start to the trip. Unbelievable weather. Good snow, good lines, good photos. Flew the drone, got a couple shots, and now we're enjoying this unbelievable afternoon weather. This is so rare in Hokkaido, Tokachi area. Feel very lucky today.